Hello and welcome to this video. And in today's video we will be talking about the DOM, or the Document Object Model. The DOM is a programming interface that allows you to make web pages interactive. It is mainly used with HTML and CSS. Today we'll be looking at JavaScript DOM. First, let's do an example. We will look at making a web page where when you click this button, it shows an H1 tag down here. And when you put an input and hit this change H1 text, it will change the text of the H1. So I'll be using DOM. We have our HTML and CSS right here. So let's get anything started. So first we will use DOM. We will go to document .get element by ID. So in CSS in HTML there are elements that have IDs and classes, as you may know. So the DOM uses elements with their IDs, gets elements by their IDs, or class names, or just the query selector. So let's get an ID. We'll call this. Let's look at the main button, which will show the H1. So let's do main button for ID, and then within the DOM there are things called events, right? These are what looks for and tests if a button is clicked. For example, there can be many uses for it, or keys, or whatever. So we will, for the type of event, we will put click, and then we'll put function, a JavaScript function, put the event and the function. So now, what we will do is we will get the H1 tag through the DOM. We will do document.get element by ID. I think I call it main H1. Then we will then we'll do style, which style in DOM stands for the CSS, a style of the H1 tag, or the ID, or the element you have got with the DOM. So we'll do style.display. There are things like display. There is inner HTML. There is inner text. There are many things that come with DOM. So we will do style.display to change the display. It's just an example. Display, and we'll set equal to block, right? So right now the main H1, the display is none, but now it will, when you click this button, it'll be a block, so it will actually show. So let's go and test this. Control save, and then we will go to document. It will show H1, and there we go, show H1. Also, another event that we can do, there are multiple events within DOM, but there's just a few examples. We will actually copy this right here, right? We'll do document element by ID, main button, add event listener. We'll do double click. So this is DBL click. DBL stands for double, and then we'll add another function. We will do document.get element by ID, main H1.style.display equals none to make it disappear. We save that, go back to the web page, hit this, and we'll double click it. It goes away. We click it again, double click it, goes away, right? So that's just DOM, right? Now we will do the input to test and see and make sure that when we put in any text, we'll just call it like coding archive, right, for this channel name, right? We have change H1 text. The H1 will say coding archive, right? So let's do that. So let's get VS Code. So also in the DOM, you can also assign JavaScript variables to elements and their values and things like that. Within JavaScript variables. So if we could make a constant variable, const, we'll call it input value, right? We'll do document get element by ID. We'll call this, I think it's called main input, yes. Main input dot value. This will get the value of the input. So whatever we put into the input or the text box, this variable will be able to get that value. So now let's change the H1's text to this value. So document get element by ID, and we'll call it main H1 dot inner HTML is equal to input value. So this is, let's just control save this and let's see if make sure it works. Come here, we'll show H1, we'll call it coding archive. Change H1 text, there we go, we make it hello. change H1 text. There we go. This is just a few of the examples of buttons. Also, we can do key, so we do just like get element by ID. We'll just do something like that, and then when we get to the add event listener, right, we would do like key down, key up, stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The basic overview of DOM is that it helps make web pages more interactive and more user friendly. So with this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave a like, please comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.